Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. If y'all are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Ghost and I make content for the game we all know and love, World of Warships Legends. And yeah, we're going to be on Two Brothers and we're going to get right into it. No review, no nothing. Because I've already done a review on this ship and I bring you guys the USS Fletcher, which is one of my favorite destroyers in the game. And we are of course with one of my clanmates, which is Simpin. Ain't Easy One. We usually play nice and late when everybody else is kind of off, around 2-3 a.m. It's pretty late at the time of recording this, so we were half awake, having some fun. We had a bit of issues with some people last night, but we got it all out of the way, and we're fine. And yeah, anyway, we got the Fletcher, and I've got a 2.4 second reload on this baby, and we're going to get in here and do some gun things. We're going to get a lot of Dacka in this match, and you guys are going to see that all throughout the gameplay. It's going to be awesome. And if you guys looked at the very start of the match, there's no radar cruisers. None. So we can basically have free reign over this whole entire map of Two Brothers. Now, of course, we still have to worry about people, a destroyer spotting us and then keeping us spotted for maybe the cruisers to take shots at, but that ain't going to happen this match, and you guys are going to see. Now, we're pushing around this island here, hopefully to get some spots for our team on some battleships. And yeah, that's what we're going to try to do at least. But anyway, we immediately see a Kansas out there, and I hope you guys did enjoy that video of my Kansas I had, which was, what was that, last week on Friday? That was my bit of a special for you guys. If you guys haven't checked it out, it will be at the end of the video for you guys to go check it out. It's always my recent video. And yeah, anyway. So, immediately we're starting to shoot out our guns. We've got the DD spotted. It's a Z-23. We're Dacka-ing. We're already at 1,000 damage, 2,000 damage, and we're just going to keep piling it up. We get an incapacitation on him. We're just ruining his day. He is not having a fun time. And then the Kagero pops up, so we immediately switch fire over to him because the Kagero's keeping us spotted for the Z-23. And, yeah, Simpin starts to smoke up. And, yeah, we do manage to take out the Kagero. And that would be Simpin would get the first blood reward, and as you guys can see, he's gonna also get a torp hit. Beautiful job by Simpin, awesome. And yeah, we're just gonna keep firing now. I get a fire on the Kansas. I do believe he's gonna damage con that, because I think he got flooded as well. Now we're gonna smoke up because we are currently spotted, and as you guys can see, there's some really some really bad looking torps coming our way. So we of course torpedo beat them, and yeah, we get right through that little gap there perfectly. Thread the needle like it's nobody's business, and we're going to keep the fire going. Now guys, this video is all about the guns. We're occasionally going to get a couple torp salvos out there, but that's what the Fletcher's all about in my opinion. The guns. Look at these guns. Pop, 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 pop. Keep in mind, it's 5 guns. There's 5-inch guns on here, and they reload every 2.4 seconds. Yeah. And even if you don't have a commander, the reload on the Fletcher base is still like 3 seconds. It's nasty. You guys seen this reload, right? Like, holy crap. And yeah, this is not just for the Fletcher, it's for the Kid, which is the premium Fletcher down at tier 6. It's kind of different. It's got a little bit less torp, torps, and it's got a heal and all that. I also have a review on that on the channel. Of course, there's the Benson, which is the actual thing you unlock before the Fletcher, and you got the Mahan and the Farragut. All those are perfectly capable gunboats, same kind of gun layout, and yeah, there's 5-inch guns on all these destroyers, and my god are they fun to play. They've got Dacka capabilities for days, and Simpin's Akizuki there also has Dacka capabilities. It's got 8 100mm guns, which are about 4-inch guns, and they reload every 2.8 seconds as well, around my reload, so yeah, it's absolutely nasty. Now we're taking a lot of shots at the Sinop here, and he's just running. He has nothing else to do. It's kind of funny because if they just would have pushed us, they could have actually killed us, but this firepower is keeping them back. It's so demoralizing for them that they don't even want to push it, which I don't blame them. Would you guys want to push that? Would you guys want to push a destroyer that you can barely even hit, that has 5 guns that reload every 2 seconds? I wouldn't either. That's pretty damn spooky. Now, some of you guys might be saying, well, yeah, they could have pushed you while, they could have got torped, and yeah, you guys would be right, of course, but The thing is with the Fletcher is, it's, you know, if they're smart enough, they know that Fletcher's, if I'm doing this and I'm being spotted, why would they want to, you know, push me anyway? Because they know I'm just shooting my guns, they're not going to want to push me. Anyway, I mean, it'd be suicide regardless. So, even if I didn't have torps, they still probably wouldn't even want to push. Because, you know, I'm going to be spotted. They know I'm not stealth torping, so yeah, they just keep sitting back, and they're going to keep falling back so far to the point where they're going to fall back to their other flank. And that's where we just kill them, and that's where our team does manage to take out all the dudes here. Now, as you guys can see on the top of the screen, top middle, they have lost 2 destroyers and a cruiser. We have lost a destroyer and I believe a battleship, I would say. Could be also a cruiser. Don't mind me, my screen's a bit small here. But we do have a still the Kansas, and he's still alive, and he's backing up until the end of time. And the play for that Kansas would have been to go forwards and turn out. But unfortunately for him, he does not do that, and which is why he's going to die eventually. He can only take so much before he can go down, and yeah, eventually we're gonna, you know, get him, or someone else will. It's death by 1,000 cuts at this point, and the guns are still cycling constantly, and he's not long for this world, as you guys can see there. And the guns are just gonna keep on rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling until he's gone. We do get a fire there, and we do get some more hits, and it's just never ending, and that's about it. Now, the Fletcher does have, of course, 9 to 10 kilometer torpedoes. It's got okay concealment, and keep in mind my Fletcher's not even upgraded at the moment, so yeah, I'm just ripping these guys apart with pretty much a downgraded Fletcher. And imagine if I had this thing fully upgraded. I have all the upgrades themselves on it, but I don't have the modifications, the ones that cost 200,000, 400,000, 2 million, and 3 million. I don't have those on, and I'm still wrecking fools. And you guys are seeing this whole match, and it's just awesome. And the capability of the ship, you guys could pick it up yourselves. It is a Tech 3 ship. It is a Tier 7 American destroyer. And now the match is already coming to an end. There's only 4 ships left, and their whole team has just completely died. Now, they could still pull this back, and but they just don't. And we do send our torps out there, hoping to get a hit. And yeah, it looks pretty good. And we're at 68,000 damage so far. Or not 68, 48,000 damage so far. And now we're beginning to send our shots off again and begin 4th of July all over again for these poor dudes. And there's just nothing much they can do about it. And I think they do have will to rebuild, so they can keep alive for a while, but there's only so much they can do when they have 2 Titans. And what I mean by Titans are 2 sides converging on them and encircling them and just crapping on them. There's only so much they can do. Only so much firepower they can handle before they gotta succumb to their injuries. And that's about it. Now we do get a fire on one of them there, and it looks like we're also going to land a torp, maybe 2? No, I think we just land 1, and unfortunately we don't have the range to, I don't think, make it to the other one behind him, or he might have just dodged it. And yeah, that's about it. Now we're already to 77,000. We went from 48 to 77, which is pretty darn good indeed. Now we get another fire on the Scharnhorst B, and look at him burn. He's just nothing he can do about it. We're in a smoke screen. And we're just literally having the funnest time of our lives while we're ruining their experience. But it is a part of the game, and it's how it is. And their team has failed up to this point, and they just have no choice but to take it and die and move on to the next match and hope to not have this happen again. But this is how the ship is played. And look at the AP damage now. You may be wondering why we're switching over to armor piercing, but that's because, well, armor piercing, it's a lot harder for them to heal armor piercing penetration damage than HE pen damage and fires. They can heal a lot more fire damage than they can heal AP damage. Now, we're just going to keep Dacking this Massachusetts until he also dies, and that's what this ship's all about. Death by 1,000 cuts, and speaking of 1,000 cuts, we're nearly halfway to 1,000 hits. We're almost at 500 main battery hits, which is absolutely bonkers. And yeah, just nothing they can do about it. Just put yourself into a position, and even if you are out of position, just kite away. almost play like a cruiser, but with better firepower in the reload department, and just sit at range and use your mobility as a destroyer and just keep these guys lit up, and literally lit up. Just light them up like they're freaking candles, and that's about it. Now our smoke screen does dissipate, and we have to get out of the smoke screen to move, which we do, of course. And we begin to keep shooting at this Massachusetts here. And yeah, he's gonna eventually die here. There's nothing he can do about it. He's just gotta go. And we do get the fire and the kill, and down goes the Massachusetts. And now all we gotta worry about is behind us, which is the King George V. And yeah, now I make a mistake here. I shouldn't have fired my salvo. I should know better. I shouldn't have fired my torpedo salvo on where the thing said. I should have put it to the right more, because he's probably going to turn in when I start firing. But unfortunately, he actually turns in before I even start firing. But yeah, he's going to miss those torpedoes completely and dodge them. Good by him, but bad for us. And that's just how that is. Now we're 118,000 damage. To keep in mind, a majority of that was just with our guns, our small 5-inch guns. But it's that reload that's coming in clutch and just absolutely crapping on them. And we also have a high caliber as well, and we just got that a second ago from the King George V. And yeah, we're at 123,000 damage, and we're just racking it up, literally racking it up. You gotta imagine what the guy in the loader's gotta be like. He must be buff as hell, loading them shells in constantly every 2 seconds. I don't know how, but I don't think, you know, there is one. So yeah, we get our rudder knocked out, or our propulsion, and we do repair it, which does make us damage control, and we've got 38 seconds left. We are a destroyer, so we got very quick reload on our damage con, which I don't really care. So we're just going to keep on kiting, keep on going away. We get our Confederate, which is funny as hell to me, because we have only done gun damage in a destroyer. Literally, just gun damage. And that's how I play these ships. To me, it's fun as heck. And we get a fire there on the King George V. I do think he puts it out, possibly. No, it's actually still burning. So yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. This is coming to an end, and he's gonna die one way or another. And that's about it. And that's a win in the bag. Simba did die earlier, by the way. He was left gunfighting, I think, with some people, and he did probably get hit for some massive damage, and unfortunately he does go down. But he did help majorly in killing those 2 destroyers. If he wasn't there, I probably would have died, and we would have been back to port immediately. But Simpin had the firepower to take down those 2 destroyers with me and keep them spotted for me, and not just me and him. And that's why we took down those 2 DDs. Those DDs were the only defense those battleship had, and they failed their job, and that's why we could just do this. And there we go, battle ended. That's it, guys. Hope you all did enjoy the video. If you guys did, don't forget to punch the like button, subscribe, comment down below. And yeah, that's about it. Look at that damage, 150,000 damage, 500 main battery hits, and that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy, as always.